in this story of Mr. Okamoto Ishiki, he was saying that really before the war, there were a lot of poor people because the land that he had at the time, it wasn't really much. It wasn't really enough for everyone, and only a few owners were there who could own the land. And because of the fact that there were so many workers available, their salaries were also really low. So, for example, if we just think about it, if there are so many workers here, if you don't want to work, you don't want to accept the low pay, then I'll just get another one, right? And so, if they got so many of these workers, then they could just get this bargain, really low salary for these workers who would cultivate the land and so on and so forth, the land that they own. So there were times when the poor people would need to sell their own daughter just to get by. And we know that eventually the guys who were at the city, for example, who were thinking about ways to solve the problem and were also doing some calculations, computations, how they could solve the problem. And it turned out that if our land right now is so few, then why don't we make more land? Create more land for all of us, right? And the way to do that was to go beyond the the land that they have right now overseas. And it turns out that this idea or this path in particular is also shared, Japan also shares it with Germany.